Good Saturday morning, YouTubers, and welcome back to Paper Crafts by Cindy Ellen. Today I'm doing a reveal of my Call Me Crafty Al sheetload of cards, January 2021. So I love these. I absolutely adore these. It's a great way to use up pattern paper, and it's also a really good, this is not the first page, this is the first page. There we go. So if you are a subscriber to Call Me Crafty Al, that is the name of her YouTube channel. Here it is right here, Call Me Crafty Al. Once a month, at the very beginning of the month, she does a sheetload of cards. And if you are a subscriber to her channel, you can download this. She asks that you watch all the way to the end of the video because that helps her pay for the software that helps her produce this pattern. On this pattern, what she always tells you is what the supplies are that you need. This pattern makes 9 cards as is. It tells you also what you need to make 1 card in case you want to make a single layout, and it also gives you alternatives. Always remember that whenever you're using a design from someone, it's always a starting point, always a starting point. So one of the things that she also did this month was, this is all matted and layered. And then she came out with one that said that you didn't need to do it matted and layered. And she did it with just the inside pieces, and I didn't watch that part. So what I did was I cut the inside pieces as big as the mats instead of just using the inside pieces. And then I cut this out and matted it just the way it was and used a little ink. You'll see. Anyway, either way you do it, it's really substantial cards, and I wanted to show you. Every single time you get one of these, you get what the card is going to look like, exactly what you need on one page, and then on the second page, you get how to lay out your supplies. So on this one, for instance, you're going to take 3 sheets of pattern paper and you're going to cut them all exactly the same. So you get the insides, and these are all of your mats. This is cardstock number 1. It's white, and you're going to use that for the top part right here. On my first set of cards, I had some cut-aparts from one of my pattern paper that was exactly this size. So I didn't use cardstock number 1. I just used those pattern pieces. For cardstock number 2, 3, and all this cardstock number 2, all of these are the same size, but there are 3 different layouts. I mean, not the same size. They're all the same color, but there are 3 different layouts. And that's, you do 3 of these, 1 of these, and 1 of these to get all the pieces that you need. That's one of the things I like about this. If you have no Crafty Mojo, it's always easy to do. So what else did I use? So for me this month, I used my pattern paper. It was called Invite Me to Tea. It was a 2017 Pebbles 12 by 12 paper pack. And then I used some random Valentine's paper that I had picked up from Michael's. I also used Hero Arts For You flowers. There are some carnations, but the only thing I used was this little Just For You sentiment. And then this is a daffodil flower set that I got from Altenew off of a magazine that was a freebie. And this is the lily die set from MFT. I have a tendency to store all of my die sets. Well, when they're die sets that are complicated like this, I store them on this. When they're not complicated die sets, I store them on some boards on my closet doors here in my craft room. So let's get to the actual cards. So this is the set that was actually matted and layered. So as you can see, I don't know if you get, let me lay them out. Okay. So so what you do, remember I said, you cut 3 sheets of pattern paper, 12 by 12 pattern paper, exactly the same. So what you end up with is 3 different sets. So for instance, you have 3 of these, you have 3 of these, and then you have 3 of the big ones in the back, okay? And then what you're going to do is you're going to lay them out and you're going to mix and match them, all right? So on this, for instance, you can see, so you get 3 sets of these, 3 sets of these, and 3 sets of these. And then you mat them. I used a light blue on this for all of my mats, and then I decided these flags were just a little boring, so I used a embossing folder to make it a little different. The good news was I used up 3 sheets of these little gems and enamel dots, making them different. And as I said, I had a whole set of these cut aparts. And so they're just, you know, all occasion cards that I can send on out. They are very substantial cards because the front is so nice. I put them on my own fog card bases and they all came out very, very nice. These are really solid cards. I think they came out nice. You can put your own little thank you. You can put whatever you want in there. I just, you know, I'm trying to use up pattern paper. As I said, the paper pack was from 2017. And I was like, I've got to get rid of this. I'm down to the paper that I don't know what to do with. So this came out really nice. And as I said, it's called Invite Me to Tea. So it all came out pretty cool. So this is what the set looks like when it's matted. All right. I think it came out really nice. And you can, you know, you can imagine it looks very different in all different kinds of ways. Okay. So that's that set. Now, I didn't want to make another set of these. So what I did was I made a Valentine set. We're going to move these off on the side. I make a lot of Valentines because I make Valentine's cards. I make all different kinds of things. As I said, on these, what I used was I just cut the pieces, the pattern paper pieces, the size of the mats, at least the big ones. And then I cut the smaller pieces the same size, and I used white paper. And then what I did was, you know, I used a little ink to make the sides stand out. And then I did what I did on to decorate it. It looks like a little flower pot, and that's what I did. And I did some paper piecing with some flowers on the top. There's the Just For You, and there's the lilies from MFT. I also think these came out nice. These are also nice and solid. You know, they're on a plain white card base, 110 card base. You can see I also embossed the flag again, and on these, I cut them in all different kinds of ways. Just how I was feeling. I had a Stampin' Up! Trimmer, and it just was misbehaving. So after that, I was like, forget it. I'm just going to cut them myself. And this one I cut backwards. I'm like, I'm not wasting paper because I'm a Yankee. You can see. But these were some of the ones that I was like, it's misbehaving. It's not doing what I want it to do. So I just started doing it differently. And that's what card making's all about. They're handmade. And you know what? The person who gets this card is not going to get this card. So they're not going to know what it was supposed to be. So just keep going. So here are some of the, you know, you can, look at how different it can be. You know, look at how different it can be. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Crafty Saturday. If you like my videos, please remember to hit the subscribe button, hit that bell. Remember to visit Crafty Al. There are lots of other people. Her design team always makes her show us your sheet load of cards. If you put in show us your sheet load or SUYS Jan 2021, you'll pull up a whole bunch of people who do this as well. So you can see how they did them. Anyway, I wish you a great week. And enjoy your life.